Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
They're running it. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, easy.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Ten Lobo. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. It's caught. This is Wright. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
70, Indy, X3, 218, chop.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
Look, squeeze.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Minshew throwing on third down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running with Kamara. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 17-yard
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Breeze now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Whoa, whoa. 52. You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Get your game up. A little flare,
Here's Breeze. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack on first down, Minshew, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
On second down and 4, Breeze.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got White here. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go!
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's complete. It's Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Another carry now for Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
On the set. Let's pick it up. Leo.
They'll run it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. The busy night continues for Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Squeeze.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Check.
Breeze now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 12, Breeze in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Deion Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, Echo. Sammy.
To throw is Breeze. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Over.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Come on, set. 60 or. Here we go. Hey. Snap.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Minshew. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Toss play, Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Okay, ready? 47, check back 47. Hey, Sam on.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Orbit. Hey, Rocket. Get it.
On 4th down, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 53, check 53. I got you, pump. Kill. Ready, back.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Falcons, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home